Welcome to this week's episode of the Big Eyes Podcast. We are back. We are back from our 2-week hiatus. Before I get anything kicked off, man, we got some big announcements. I'm so happy to talk about all the things we're gonna be talking about today. But before we even do that, I just gotta say, fuck 12, fuck the police. You know what? I don't even care. Anime police, fuck y'all too. Fuck Detective Conan. Fuck Psychopaths. Fuck Jocko from Dragon Ball Super. Fuck Zenigata from Lupin the Third, bro. Fuck all police, dog. I don't care. Fuck them. That's how we gonna kick this off. That's how we gonna make sure the temp is right in the room. But yeah. So fuck the police. Even anime police, we do not rock with you. So. All right, man. Welcome back, though, to the Big Eyes Podcast. I am here with, drum roll. We are here with my official co-host, my bro, AD, man. Listen, we here. It's us.
It's nothing but up from here. I said that the first time, and now we just here, man. I'm glad, man. You asked me to do this, and I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and make it a show.
Listen, man. It gets lonely doing this alone, man. Like it gets lonely doing this show talking to myself, bro.
Bro, let me tell you, because like I tried to do this like a long time ago myself, and I was just sitting here, and I was like, all right, let me just play some music in the background and just see how it goes. And I was like, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work out, dog. I can't do it. But I applaud you for going like 25, 26 episodes, dog,
it was a grind. I'll tell you. It was a grind. Talking to yourself for like 20 minutes it's hard. It's hard to talk to yourself for 20 minutes, dog. I'm sitting there thinking like, oh man, I'm about to talk about shit I like to read and shit. All this thing, it's about to be easy. No, psych. Brain.
Because then you just like you ain't got nothing to bounce off of and nothing like that. You just read like I'm just feeding my thoughts, and I like, damn, I can't. It's no call and response. Like at least if somebody boo, I know that they don't like the shit. But like I can't even tell if somebody.
Man, for real. But man, we here. Man, how you been doing, dog? For like throughout all this, like and everything, how you been doing? And whatnot. What you been reading on? What you been catching up on?
Man, I've been so if you know me, I'm from like the Atlanta, Georgia area, and there's been a lot of stuff going on in this area. So, what I'm saying? Fuck 12, you know what I'm saying? Like the Tenchi Muyo GXP police, fuck them too. All of them, all the fine ass women.
SPPD, MPD, APD, all of them, fuck them.
Fuck everybody. I'm sorry, bro. But like, other than that though, I've been straight, man.
Fuck Agent K from Death Note, fuck you too.
Hey, no, but like L got to get a pass though. L might have to get a pass.
L. I call him K. See, he's K because he's whack, bro. I don't even care about that, bro. Don't even care. Fuck him.
Oh man. He's crazy. But no, I've been good, man. I've been catching up on a lot of stuff, man. I've been like still binging through Tower of God, like. I've been trying to read some like a lot of the new not One Piece stuff, but I'm still in One Piece. You know what I'm saying? Wano is going crazy right now.
We always in One Piece, bro. We always.
Let me tell you, we got a surprise reveal like a few weeks ago in One Piece, and I was like, "My man's is back! That boy is back!"
After what's been like a year and a half, right? Like it's been a minute. It's like, bro, it's been a long time.
Dog, when I tell you everybody was like going crazy in our circles about the One Piece stuff, and I was like, oh man, like this is the season. But then Promised Neverland, that ending was to me, well, we're gonna talk about it later. But Tower of God, yeah, it's just been like a lot of stuff coming out. When I tell you
Tower of God is I haven't completed the manga. It is a really good manga though. If you have not read Tower of God, even if you haven't watched it yet, you need to tap in. But listen, the first season of anime, this really speaks to the motherfucking times that we are living in right now with anime. Anything, it's bro, you either better have some heat or you are out of there. But Tower of God, man, I've seen so many people give it love and like the anime and everything like that. So I'm happy for them. It's really looking up for these guys and like what all this is about to look like soon.
Exactly. And I wholeheartedly agree, because it's like you have with anime and like manga in general, we have this whole environment. Like I've also been reading Time Ghost Rider Paradox or whatever, and that's been amazing. That gives us a deep inside look on, to me at least, how that entire process goes. Like it's a very intricate process. You got to be like on your game,
bro. You gotta
otherwise
be on
you
your
out of
P's
it.
and Q's, dog. Like, man, this is, hey, man, like for real though. Like, I really do enjoy Ghost Time Paradox because, like, not only does it give you a look into like what it kind of like what creating a manga looks like in the inside scoop of that, man, it shows a lot of like the internal stuff that they be going through. Like he be
Yeah.
stressed, dog. Like the past 2 chapters when he's drawing all the panels and he's just sitting there like, this is not perfect enough. I gotta do it again. I gotta do it again. And they're like, no, this looks great. He's like, no, it's not. Like, bro, I could just only imagine. I could only imagine the dude writing that damn story.
Exactly. But you know the crazy part about that too? To me, it's like, imagine writing this now, and then you have somebody who's working under you who's actually gonna write that story that he's writing now. Like, just imagine that. Like, it's
Bruh.
a pair. I want to see how that story actually will look like.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it's cool how they kind of even like how when they were talking about the timeline, he's like, oh, well, like, will this affect the future? And, you know, he's like, no, well, I guess I created a whole new timeline. Like, we're in a parallel universe. And then I love how at the end of all that explanation, he goes, but this is only what I know from sci-fi manga that I read. Like, you know, bro, it's great. I'm really enjoying these first 5 chapters. Like, and it's fun. No, you really want to know where this is, you know, where
it's gonna head,
situation, that whole situation is gonna go, because you have, you know, on there, it really makes you think too that these guys are writing. Think of someone right now that is working under them, that's working on their team, that's kind of creating their own thing, and like, you know, how do they perceive them? Do they, you know, do they really look at their team and see like the bright ones in the squad and the ones that are kind of like, you know, I don't know. It draws a lot of questions for me, and that's what I'm enjoying about reading this, especially just it being based on like behind the scenes of creating a manga and what it looks like. It just draws so much questions of we got to get a manga writer on here. We got to get somebody soon, because I really just wonder about what goes through their minds when they are writing this, and then even when working with people, and especially probably people who are younger than them. You know, kids who are probably fresh out of art school, and it's kind of like, do you look for those certain people who have like talent? Because you saw even in the manga, he kept going back to her, and like everyone's like, "This is great." Yes. He's like, "Nah, what do you want? Like, what does she think? Like, what does Anoa think about this drawing?" It's crazy, man. I really enjoy this.
And the other thing about that is like, in addition to that case, it's also like you see when you as a person who doesn't have like, you know what you want, and all you want to do, like the main character, all he wants to do is just create something for somebody to enjoy. But then you have that one genius like her who created this stuff in the future. How I personally see this story going is like, maybe this story gets canceled, but then because she picked up the inspiration from him, like she's all into the man, by the way. Like she's just all like, I think he's such a genius. Like, even though we had the same idea and everything like that, he put it out first, so therefore he gets good respect. So like, that's how you know it's a good idea. And then they actually read through it, and it's like, you know, there's some writing techniques here and there that aren't all the way fleshed out, and it's like, you could tell it's like, you know, a novice writing it, but there's promise. Whereas with everybody else who read his stuff, like his first editor, I'm gonna say his first editor was like, all right, he was trying to tell him like, you need to make something unique and something that can grab the reader's attention. And
I agree. He was a dickhead on the low, bro.
No, he was a whole dickhead. But like, I kind of agree.
No, I agree with him, but he was dunking on this man crazy. He read that, he looked down. It was like, you're lifeless, like, bro, you have zero depth to you. I was like, damn, bro, you barring this man up.
Exactly. It was like, maybe you need to go back to your countryside so your friends can enjoy this, because it ain't gonna cut it here. I was like, God dang! Like,
he told this man to make local newspaper strips. Oh my gosh, I would have to box him. You say that to me, bro, you got to box or something. Like,
exactly. Like, Walla, bro. Like,
that's tough. But
at least he not like Rohan from JoJo's. Like if you know Rohan, that man stay in the room. Like, that man go hard 24/7. So I mean, like, you need somebody in your studio like him. All right, man.
Bro, 24/7, don't leave that bitch just in there working, grinding. hot, bro. You ain't take a shower in 3 days. Room stink. They say they walked in there. They're like, my popsicle melted.
AC was not working.
He said, bro, when that little panel when his crew walks into the room while he's still drawing, it says my popsicle is melted. It is so hot there. I was like, that was hilarious. I was like, that's so gross. He was in there working no AC, bruh. He didn't even turn the AC on. You know how dedicated you gotta be to like not even give yourself cool air. He was like, I'm not getting cool air until I finish this, like until I draw the perfect. Oh man, yo, some people are too dedicated. I'm not too dedicated.
Like this man actually finished his whole manuscript and then started over. That's how dedicated he was. He was like, "Oh yeah, I already finished it, but I ain't like it. I'm gonna do it again."
Nah, but no, like, man, just tie all this back, man. It's just a lot of good stuff dropping, and the one of the best new things that just got picked up for anime adaptation, the most wholesome content.
The most wholesome.
The most A1 content. Shout out to Spy Family. Man, like listen, this is Spy Family is special because this is really how me and AD really like started.
I was just about to say.
Yes, bro. This is how me and AD really started to like talk and like connect with each other because listen, bro. I've said this once. I've said this many times. I will continue to say this. Spy Family is it, bro. Is really it. It's so good. These last couple chapters, once again, bro, just wholesome content. The content is just wholesome and it's fun. And man, I can't wait to see what this anime looks like. Like I'm excited.
Look, I can't wait to see like the aquarium scene episode where Yor goes on a rampage and like, oh man, I can't wait to see all of that. Like the entire thing with like Yuri and Yor and all when they had the whole interaction first meeting of Lloyd and they playing the mind games against each other. I was like,
man, listen, dog, bro, when we first get to see Yor's brother and Lloyd had that conversation in the like you could feel that tension, bro.
In the living room.
Bro, listen, I am so damn excited. Just like getting that news. That news was great. That was like the best news I got in like 2 weeks, bro. I was like, let's go. Like I'm so excited that manga's getting an adaptation, and me and you have talked about what it would look like, and like bro, like I told you I wanted that whole like jazz theme to it.
Yeah.
I wanted the like style to it. Like man, if it could have that like that. Oh my gosh, I just can't stop thinking about it. It's
like that upbeat tempo, like Battle Blockade. You know that blood. It got like that tempo. Oh my god, if they had that type of style, I would be 10 out of 10 anime of the year. I don't care. We can have an anime of the year next year or whatever. Like, bruh, I'm telling you that's number one.
It's locked in. It's either that or Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, top 10. Oh, yes.
Yeah, because they've been Listen, have you seen the character designs?
Yes, I have. Those shit so clean. I saw the preview. I was like, oh, this man jumping through the window. They couldn't have did that scene any better than what they showed in that. And it was just a preview.
Listen, dog. That Jujutsu Kaisen, man, another one, and it's coming at a perfect time in which of just all the hot shit that is coming. And right now, the fact that Jujutsu Kaisen's still running, Promise Neverland ends, Demon Slayer ends. Obviously, My Hero, that we don't see that ending anytime soon.
Black Clover is still running strong a little bit.
Black Clover is still running strong, but I really feel Jujutsu Kaisen is the one to like pretty much become what Demon Slayer was for a minute, for its run of just being really the top dog. I see Jujutsu Kaisen just jumping everything else, and like, bro, for the moment, this is going to be the hottest thing out, especially when the first season drops. Like when the first season drops, like it really has next year on lock.
No doubt. I cannot wait. Like I'm still catching up to Jujutsu. I just finished like the Tokyo versus Kyoto arc, and now we're into like Fugushiro's hometown. So like I'm really excited. I want to see how that fight goes. Back in the Kyoto, the tournament stuff. I want to see how that goes. Like
Oh
that
yeah.
and the immeasurable void. When we first see Gojo takes the mask off, like
Oh my
I gotta
gosh.
see them. Them the only two things I really gotta see.
Man,
Everything else.
listen, it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be insane. But all right, back to our wholesome content though.
Yes, please. Yes,
But
please.
no, no. The one thing I really enjoy about Spy Family, and what and really the essence of what makes it so wholesome is how there's a kid character, and the kid character is Anya. She is really just leading this story. She's like leading the charge in the story in her relationship with her friends and the kids. All that is like leading this story. And even in a story full of suspense with all these little things, Lloyd being a spy, Yor being an assassin, no one really knowing like anybody's secret, Anya being able to, read minds, all these things happening at once. And you would think that, with all this kind of intense pressure, you would put that on, you would let the adults run the story. You have all these kind of like dangerous situations and dangerous things kind of going around, but instead they're letting like the kids run the story.
Yes.
Anya and her relationship with Damien, all these things is just like you feel kind of like that tension come out in their relationship. So like all that kind of like, yo, is he gonna get caught? Is he gonna, are they gonna fight? Is she gonna find him out? Like all these like missions, like who's gonna what? Like all that kind of energy is like brought to their relationship, and it's crazy how well it works. Like how
Yes.
well that shit just works.
And I think that one of the best things about Spy Family, with it being so wholesome, is like there's no need for blood, like there's no need for
None.
like demons or any type
None.
of special weapons or anything running around. It's literally just like intellect, and like the most extravagant thing about this thing is the fact that there's a dog with psychic powers and there's a little girl with psychic powers. Those are the only two things. Everybody else is like completely normal. They're spies, but like that's like CIA, FBI, and all this other stuff that already exists in our world. So it's just like it's so wholesome in its presentation. Like the premise is just so it's so grounded, but it has that extra twist that we don't see in a lot of other shonen manga out here. Like we see it, but this is still like pretty grounded in realms of reality, and it's still like this little girl just wants to have a family, and
Yep.
like that's you can't get no better than that. Like what every other shonen thing is just like, I want to be the greatest. I want to be the leader of my country. I want to protect the people around me. But Shorty just wants a family. Like she was an orphan.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's so wholesome. Like that's adorable. And she's only like 4, even though she's technically 6. She's 4. Like
she's a small 6-year-old, bro. I was like, dang. Small, her body's small, and they made her head so big. I was like, dang, that's like real life, like 6-year-olds too. 6-year-olds be having tiny bodies and big heads. Shout out to my kid real quick, cause she a kid with a big old head too.
Oh man.
But no, what you're saying is like real though. Is like they have this story grounded in so much reality. I think that things like if it was extra, like extra graphic, if it was like a lot of blood, a lot of killing, a lot of these things going on, it would take away. I think it will take away from the story, the story they're trying to tell. That is like you said, it's really grounded in reality, because we know, like, bro, it's not really like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a spy, and you would think that he's going on these crazy missions and blowing stuff up and stuff, but it's like he's not. He's sitting back. He's like collecting intel. He's trying to get close, and you see like the chess games that are happening all around here. Past couple chapters ago, we finally get like a look at Damien's dad, which was a very like Bond villain type moment, because you don't really see his face. You just kind of see him staring out the window, and you kind of just see the white suit, and he's just sitting there posted, and you're like, okay, now like some danger has now
entered
kind of
chat.
arrived. Danger has now entered the chat. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was just crazy. This last chapter though was hilarious, bro. Was absolutely hilarious, dog. Oh, the full twist. See, this chapter was stay out of grown folks' business. This is what this chapter was all about. This chapter was about stay out of this chapter was for the kids, man. This chapter was for the kids. Stay out of grown folks' business. I mean, hey, listen, actually, there's some niggas that need to read this chapter too. Stay out of grown folks' business. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that he heard his dad on the phone, his dad's like, what is their last name? The Drake Foundation,
the Gloomins or something like that.
Yeah. So no, he's getting bought out. His son's like, he goes to school next day. He sees David. He's like, I gotta get him out of here. He got a cigarette, but
he was like, bro, and here's the crazy part. He was like, I hired my butler to like change his test scores. And you see like 2 chapters ago, Lloyd met this incompetent spy who was just flipping around the room and just like, yeah, I'm just about to go in here. Like, I'm a secret agent, but I want people to know my name. You know what I'm saying? I was like, who is this guy? Like, whose man is this? He's
I love that drawback. I love that all that has now connected. That was what a great like way to tie that in. I'm just like, this spy is really hired by some random butler for this kid to get Damien kicked out.
I was like, yo, like this man this kid looked like a little freakazoid kid. Like, you remember them? I was like, this man, he's trying to get him out. Oh no, bro, you gotta shut the deuces.
He had the triangle head and everything, the upside down triangle head, everything, bro. He was just mad. Hey, but the two best parts. One, Anya having stone cold game. I'm talking about she was talking slicker than a pimp, bro. I was like, oh my God. I was like, bro, where did this come from? Like, she was like, oh. She was like, listen, bro, you not about to mess up, my dad's mission, getting him expelled. Let me pull up real quick.
Exactly. Now, the best part was when when everybody was like, bro, the teacher came over. He's like, y'all are his lackeys. I can't trust anything y'all say. And then Aya comes in, and then you see like little sound effects. It's like, shah. And it's just like her staring at me. I was like, that's one of the things I can't wait to see.
When they showed the eyes, all I heard was the Law and Order doom doom. That's all I heard.
Yo, I was like, Aya is so cold with this. I was like, yo, all right, Aya, you securing the bag right now. I see you. Like, you deserve a little Stella Star for that one. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like,
and the teacher was funny too, of being like, that look in her eyes is 20 years of teacher intuition. Had this man shook. Had him shook. I was like, my God, dog. That's my God, what a great moment. But no, and then to end it off, homie finessing them, thinking it's his last day. All the kids are like, man, we would be nice. And it's really cool. Like all the kids coming together, being nice to him. They go to this, mad private school. They buying caviar for him, giving this man the lavish lifestyle for his last day.
Yeah, and like at first he was trying to just pimp them out and everything like that. And it's just like, you pushing your luck, playboy. I was like, bro, I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. Like my family could be out in the street tomorrow. Like next month we could be selling rice crackers. You know what I'm saying, on the corner. Like
he was talking like his daddy was already on the street. I was like, oh my God, dog. Oh,
this man dramatic, bro.
And then, hey, wait, Damien though, he still had a slight flex on him before he went. He said, hey, take my pencil set. He was like, it's expensive too. It's expensive. My daddy bought this.
He cashed out.
He said this is 24 karat gold pen in there. Yeah, my scissors. These are Japanese sharpened scissors. Like, bro, don't play with me. He was like,
bro, you was ever a kid and like you had that 64 box set of crayons and like you could never let nobody share. That was the same type of flex.
Bro, he had all the crayons in there. He had the good markers. I'm talking about like the markers when like that don't dry out all super quick. You be getting them nice lines for like weeks. Bro, he had everything in there. He had the knife sharpened pencils. You can't even fit them joints in a regular ass pencil sharpener. You got a little thing. You got to shave that.
You got to have a personal pencil sharpener that he also put in there.
He gave him the kit, and it was like, it's expensive too. It's worth some money. He was like, hold on to that. It'll be worth something one day. Man, flex on my man so viciously. Man, just for this to end with, them, him going home And being like, Dad, it's our last day. We about to be broke. He was like, boy, this man done saved my business. He was like, what the hell are you talking about?
I'm just not president no more. Like, that's it. I'm just not president no more. We still going. You going to school tomorrow, Playboy? Like, what you mean?
Oh man,
Like,
he thought it was over, bro. He was like, bro, I'm about to go to public school now. He's about to join on me all day, bro. Man, it's over. It was over. He thought his life was over, bro. He thought he was about to be, back to oodles and noodles. He was sad, dog. I was like, the cigarette trick was wicked. I was like, yo, he pulled that out of nowhere.
He pulled the cigarette trick out of nowhere, and then he grabbed him on the shoulder, and then he act like he punched him. It was like, bro, what are you doing? Whose man is this? Like, get what?
Man,
bro, don't make me actually punch you. Like, come on now. And then I will say the most wholesome part about that though was like when he was crying and everybody was giving stuff to him. He was like, the last thing he wanted is like a song to sing with everybody in the chorus, and everybody started singing. Even Anya friend popped it off, and I was like, bro, this shit's so wholesome. Like, y'all are adorable. Y'all some kids. Like, y'all shouldn't be this wholesome, bro. Like,
they were definitely singing Kid Cudi by Young Duty and Playboy Cardi.
I hate you, bro.
they were singing Long Time together. I feel it. Oh man. But listen, staying on the school topic, Eraserhead was bugging at the end of that damn chapter.
Oh Jesus. Oh man.
Hey, Eraserhead out of there. Hey, whoever is a fan of Eraserhead, whoever is whoever's favorite character that is, saving your last moments with this man because he's about to get he's about to get out of there. He's about to get out of there. It's over.
I don't. That shit's so cold. I don't know because like I don't want that to happen, but like at the same time, like
he's about to listen. He's about if he makes it out of here fully intact. I don't know. I really just don't even. If he leaves out of here fully intact, I'm dubbing him the GOAT. If he leaves out of this,
yes.
If he leaves on this with all limbs, every single limb, and his eyes still. If he leaves there with his eyes, his quirk, and his limbs, GOAT over All Might. Because listen, he pull it up. He pull it out with a knife to the gunfight.
Dog. But like that knife does work though. That's the crazy part.
I mean, he's good with the shiggy. He's nice with the shiggy. But I mean, at the end of the day, he going up with a guy with he pulling up, shiggy pulling up with them dicks.
Yes, bro. Like he's pulling up straight. He trying to spray down everybody.
He was bugging that whole chapter, just wilding out, blowing shit up. First, and then he looks at his palm and goes, oh, I have airwaves and radio waves now?
Bro, that was probably the biggest flex. That was like one of the biggest flex, because not only did he blast himself into Midoriya, but he also knocked out communications. I was like, dog.
Knocked out his communications. Listen, they better... Man, Gran Torino, he about to go home and he about to hang it up after this. He's like, listen, I can't do no more of this bullshit.
You talking about Aizawa getting the death flags? I said it was Gran Torino. I was like, bro, he might be up out of here.
Man, listen, it might be a 2-for-1 special, bro. They might give us the Applebee's.
That's gonna
2
hurt.
for $20.
That shit gonna hurt.
It is gonna hurt. Man, listen, I think the direction they've been going in since all this has started, I would not be surprised. I wouldn't even be surprised if they took off Eraserhead and Gran Torino. Like, I mean, really think about all the stuff they have done until now. I mean, it's been getting hectic. It's been getting hectic. I mean, obviously, I feel that we all know that All Might, at some point, All Might's gonna die. At some point, All Might's gonna die, and I would not want to see it now. Hopefully, it's gonna be a big moment. I know that for a fact. It's gonna be a big moment, but until he does die, I feel that we are definitely about to lose some. We about to lose some foot soldiers along the way.
Yeah, I feel like like when you brought up Aizawa and his eyes, I was like, that might. I would prefer him to lose his eyes because at least he's still alive. He just can't use his quirk no more. Like I would at least prefer that over anything. Like I don't know, bro. Like who do think is actually going to die? Because right now, you got to also think about the fact that like Shiggy has been fighting by himself, but Gigantomachia is on his way there too.
Yeah, he's on his way there. You know, I mean, obviously we said All Might. I do see. I could see Gran Torino dying before All Might. I'm gonna be real. I don't see Endeavor making it. I don't see Endeavor making it fully. I mean, his moment is probably going to be just as big as All Might, just especially because you have just seen how much he has grown. I don't see Endeavor making it. You know, as much as I'm talking shit about Eraserhead, I don't see him dying. I do see something happening to him to where he probably needs to hang it up and not be a hero, but I don't see him actually dying. I think it would be very hard for him to die because he is so intertwined with that class. Like,
yeah,
who do they replace as his teacher, and who, like, how does that replacement feel worthy in a sense, or how's that replacement like filled that void? Like, I think that's just too big of a void. I think that
yes.
I think All Might, I think he has now reached the end of, if y'all take him out of the story, I think it'll be okay. I think he's he's pretty much at the end of his rope of what really he can give Midoriya. I think. And apologies for that. That is, some slight technical difficulties there. All right, so back to what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by technology. I feel that, All Might has really reached the end of his rope of teaching Midoriya. I think Midoriya is really on his own. Even when you look at like their moments together, now, I mean, really since he lost his powers.
Realistically.
Like their moments together is more of him staring at Midoriya in awe than him actually like teaching him something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more of him just being like, wow, Midoriya, you're getting so strong by yourself. And then he's like, they'll have some deep conversation and then he will leave.
Then it's also like, the only thing with All Might, and like, this is one thing, like, if he does, like, I know the death flags for All Might are like extremely high, but like the other thing to that is you see All Might every now and again, and he's like working out, trying to train himself because he doesn't want to give up. He doesn't really want to retire. Like, he feels like there's still just a little bit of fire left in him. But like, we really have. When was the last time that we've actually seen like All Might be prominent, like in any type of chapter or any arc? Like, probably since way back. Like, there hasn't been any like All Might at all.
And it's cool that they kind of keep the spirit of him alive. And I think they have built him up to the point where he doesn't need to be in it. Like, his spirit is already there and in it. I don't think physically his body, his life needs to be in there. And plus, I feel like, him dying, it causes a major shift in the story. And I think that's what, who knows what, everything looks like after that. So I do feel like All Might's death it's coming. It's and it's not something where it's like I don't want All Might to die. Like, I'm not gonna say I want him to die, but like, hey bro, listen, bro, you ran your course. Your character has ran his course. You have already given us this foreshadowing of my time is coming. It's they've been foreshadowing this since damn near the first chapter when he meets All Might, and All Might goes to his regular form and not his like power form. That All Might is not in good health. He's reaching the end of his rope. And so I do see All Might's gonna be out of there. Gran Torino is another one where I feel like he has done as much for this story as he can.
The Gran Torino could do more, like, because he was he was All Might's teacher. Like, so in essence, he could do more, but he's already an old man. Like, there's only two old heroes that we've seen in this story that have like a prominent role, and that's him and Recovery Girl, and they're from like a previous age. So they're already like past their primes, and he's just helping out because a hero's duty is kind of never done, no matter what. So like, it's props to Gran Torino for like being like 80 years old, still coming out, still boosting like at Mach 2 speed, and just like handling business. But it's also like, I think that also shows how great of all these characters are, because you have Endeavor's story arc, you have Aizawa story arc with like him being in the shadows, and also him in President Mike's past. You have All Might, who's the symbol of peace. The entire story premise is kind of off of him, and then you have like all of these other heroes that just like supplement the story in the foundation that you want them to be expounded upon even more. But it's also like you it's crazy that we have so many great characters, and it's like simultaneously all of their death flags are waving. Like it's wild to me.
Yeah. No, like no, for real though. Like you really are starting to feel like some of these guys are coming out. They're on their way out of the story. And it's crazy to think because this story you're thinking like, damn, this is how long this story has been running. We are now at this point where like kind of some major characters are now they may die off. And Mills, this is directed at you because I know you're probably gonna listen to this episode. But I don't Mills thought that this is going to be like Chiggy versus Deku. Like we might be coming to the end. This might be the final battle. Bro, this is not the end. Like we got just scratching the surface. Bro, we really are. They even, man, listen, how the relationship between Deku and Bakugo, that whole little thing too, just gets brought up in this chapter. Like that's a whole nother layer of stuff of Bakugo being like, no, I want my revenge from getting kidnapped. Like no, I'm still shooting for the number one hero. There's so much going on, bro. Like my hero is, I mean, I do not see that ending.
And that's so crazy. It's like right this story is so multi-layered with such a basic premise with all of these different characters and their motivations. It's like I don't see it ending at all. Really, when I say this is just the beginning, like it really is just the beginning. And you got to think about it. They're still in Japan. We have only seen America like twice, and then one of those parts was in a movie, and the other one was just like a glance with All Might. That was it. Like there's still the entire spectrum of this world that we could visit, and we only see the problems in this one small subset of this world. Like there's so much more to explore.
Hey, they need to pop into Mexico. Give me a luchador hero.
A masked wrestler. Hey, a masked wrestler. Like dog, I would actually.
Hey, is there a Crip superhero? Is there? I want to what the Crip quirk is. That's what.
Oh, that what's his name? Snipe, the hero. Yeah.
Snipe with the blammer. Hey, Snipe with the blammer. Hey, shout out, Snipe. That's my guy. He's ready to shoot it out whenever.
Oh man.
But as some things continue to move on, some things come to an end, and we're gonna sing the praises of one of the best mangas to come out in, man, I don't know, bro. The Promised Neverland might be fucking around, be on my top 10.
Oh no, it's already on my top 10. I ain't gonna hold you. Like
bro, Promised Neverland coming to an end. The ending was good. The ending was good. And it's not like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, man, I wanted this, I wanted more. The ending was good. Like that was it. And I very much appreciate a good ending. An ending that feels very, indish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, now granted, it does, it leaves, it leaves some room for other things if they ever wanted to come back and pick up this story. But no, I just, the ending of, I love the little twist of Emma having to give up her memories of everything that has happened to her, to everyone to be free, because, throughout the story, how much family means to her. How much these memories and these journeys and these things mean to her. And this is what I enjoyed, is that they could have went the route where Emma has to give up her own life to make sure that to everyone going to the new world. And I love that they were like, everyone thought that's what it was. I'm like, you're gonna give up your life for us, all this. Like that's what they originally thought. And the fact that she even gives up something more precious than her own life is bruh,
And,
bravo, like
and
bravo for that. Of just like for real, just being able to like them being like, nah, you can't remember anything that's happened to you, and they didn't hit a. And like, granted, like she would have these flashbacks when she's talking about when she's sleeping, and she'll still feel this sadness and this emptiness, like something is there. And even at the end, when they see them, I'm very glad that they didn't hit the all her memories came back to her. She remembered everybody's names, everybody's face. Like, no, her memories are just still gone. Like she doesn't know who these people are. You know, I thoroughly enjoy that because I would have felt like giving her memories back or anything like that is that would have kind of been that would have kind of
it
like
would have soured it just a little
would have
bit. Like it would have
felt
been like, well, what's the point of that?
yeah, it would have been corny. Like it would have just been whack if she just like they saw each other and then it's like, oh, she got her memories back and now everyone lives happily ever after. No, I love that they still have this layer of like, nah, and it's like shit's still a little fucked up. You know
but like, all right,
like I like how they kept that.
I agree with you. Like, I really enjoy that part too. And like, in a way, it is kind of like she died because all of her memories, like you said, all of these things were important to her. All of the experiences and everything. So like, it's kind of like she got reincarnated in a way. Like she got isekai'd into a new world, and like she doesn't have her memories of her past life or anything. But like when they all meet together, she's like, I feel that emotion from all of you crying around me. And I feel like this is something that I was missing. Like, even though I don't remember you, there's something from inside of me that I feel like this feels so familiar. And I'm glad that like I'm here with you guys. And they even accepted me, like we could start over. And she went with it. Like it was so wholesome. Like I wholeheartedly appreciate what the Promised Neverland did for that, like that aspect. Like I know some people will be like, oh no, that was unnecessary. But personally, I knew there was no way that like the demon. We still didn't get his name, by the way. Damn it! Like we never got his name.
Never got his name. Never got his name. We don't know who this man is. We never listen. I don't know who this man is. He got way too much power. We don't even know how he got his power. We don't know anything about this man. We don't even know his name. This man just living in shower. We don't saw his face. We can't even like. We don't even know how to pull up to this man. How do we even get to him? How do we even get to this den? Like I don't even remember the name we gave him. This man is too much of a mystery for me. I don't like this. I don't like mysterious people. Hey dog, I need to know your face. I at least need to know your name.
Exactly.
And so we got some type of building relationship.
Like we pull up in the crib, bro. Like you like we introduce ourselves. You already knew my name, bro. But like, what's your name? Like, how do you pronounce that? Is that with an E or an I? Like, tell me. Like, let me know,
bro. Listen, dog. Listen, man. We don't know his name, but nah, man. Like, yeah, I enjoyed this ending. I love this story. I completely love this story. You know, one of the best horror mangas. I will categorize it as a horror manga for me. Just one of the best stories I've just read. It's so good. I love these characters. I love Emma. I love Norman. I love Ray. I love all the things they have gone through. My favorite part is when they get to the bunker.
Yeah.
When they get to the bunker and they meet dude down there, and he's bugging and he's like, nah, dog. Like
he's just holding up by himself.
I done try to escape.
Hostage.
Man, he was holding people hostage. He had the bomb. He had, him going out with Emma, Norman, and Ray, and seeing him like originally just like, man, listen, y'all either gonna die or you're gonna survive. Like, I'm not saving you for nothing. Like that whole arc. No, that whole arc was just, just amazing. Just amazing because these kids when they escape, they don't know what they're getting into.
Exactly.
They don't know what they're getting into, and for them to like kind of run into someone from the past and figure out his story and figure out just like, damn, like we're not the first ones to ever escape.
We're not the first ones to ever escape. Like, and like that's like one of the first times we see like he was probably the first adult male that we actually see. Like, I don't know if we saw the Ratchery clan and then pick up Norman. I can't remember if that.
Nope.
Yeah, so he's the first adult male. We still really don't see like the adult males that like that impregnate the mamas and anything like that. So we don't even see them. So like him and the other guy from Goldie Pond that they're friends and everything like that. They met back together. They're like the first two adult males that we ever see in this story. And it's kind of crazy to see like how all of that unfolds and how like, oh yeah, we all planned this before, but now we're just being hunted for sport in this place by all of these demons because like we just took them from the farms and now we're just playing this game. Whenever you hear the sound, like you better run because the demons are coming. And like we met Lewis, who is like the dopest dude.
Man,
like it was so crazy.
No, for real. Like that whole thing. And I think it was really dope because you get to see, like I said, you go back into the past. You get to see, that others have tried to escape before, and you see like the scarring, like the emotional, mental scarring that like left them fucked. And it's kind of like the kids to go see that while they're kind of attempting this same thing that they attempted before. It's like crazy because there's like, damn, like, is this gonna happen to us? Is this what is it? No, all this stuff. And so, going back and then just how they just built this story, it really is just one of my favorite parts. Goldie Pond is one of my favorite parts. I love the whole, there are other kids out here surviving, but they living in this like demented ass game, like you said. Just another just dope moment just throughout this story. Big thing too, big news what happened with them though. I mean, although this is ending, the manga is ending, a beautiful and great manga. Thank you to that whole team, all the writers on like
amazing, like lovely,
real, like lovely story. But the success doesn't stop there, as we have gotten news that Amazon is going to be picking up a live action series of The Promised Neverland.
Let's get it.
Which, man, listen, I think another reason why I Promised Neverland, I like it so much, I really do feel this is one of the like rare mangas that you could really turn into a live action, something. And I mean, I know they have like another special project coming out soon, but I think that if Amazon really puts their time and puts their, like effort and money into this could be their like Stranger Things.
Throw all the budget at it. I don't care, bro. Like Amazon, whatever you gotta do, throw all your budget at it. People will eat this up. I'm telling you, like it is that good. And the fact that they even went out the way to like get this funded, that means that they see promise in it. Well, promise. But you know what I'm saying? Like but I'm just saying, like, it's so good that they're picking it up. And all of these mangas and like stories are getting picked up to get live actions or like getting picked up for adaptations of some kind. I really appreciate like the manga and entirety of this spectrum of like media is getting pushed forward. Like when I sat back and thought about it for a second, we're getting a lot of stuff in like the next year. Like by the end of this year, going into next year, we're getting so much stuff. Like we're getting Jujutsu Kaisen, we're getting the Inuyasha sequel. Shaman King got a reboot coming out.
Shaman King,
it's so much stuff coming out, and it's just crazy. Like, bro, we're about to see all of the stuff that got pushed out of like 2020 because of like COVID and stuff like that. Like, I think 2021 is about to be that boom, like for real,
bro. It's gonna be booming next year. And once again, bro, things better put up and show up, or they gonna get the they getting out, bro. They getting the boot, like really, like no, that's crazy because it's like I think expectations for so many things is so high right now, so high. And there are probably some things there are some things that are happening that are good, but you'll never put it on the level of Jujutsu Kaisen right now.
Not even, yeah.
But but the thing is that Jujutsu Kaisen, or right now, really, Demon Slayer is the bar. Like Demon Slayer is what is like the bar right now of like you better be here or what I'm saying. Like I really do feel like. Demon Slayer, My Hero, Promise Neverland is like that. All that's the bar, and I feel like if you're not hitting that or at least getting close to it, like people aren't.
They're not gonna gravitate.
These
to
things
it.
aren't tapping in.
I will say there's this one manga that just came out in this past week, and speaking of like, there's a whole bunch of like new manga that's about to just like roll out in these next few weeks, and we're gonna have to like.
Oh yeah, man! Listen, and
like.
expanded content, bro. We
Like
hear.
there's this one manga. It is from the creator of like Black Cat. He did like Black Cat. He did Two Love Ru. I've seen Black Cat and I've only watched like part of those Two Love Ru shows. But it's called Ayakashi Triangle. I read that first chapter and the premise is basic. It's extremely basic. It's like a demon. It's like a demon hunting ninja who has like powers or whatever like that. But the twist is by the end of the chapter he gets turned into a girl. So it was just like, all right, if that's your twist, and it's kind of like a romance too. If that's your twist, I'm interested in seeing how this goes, but like I don't know. There's some stuff that you have to like just see how it goes. Like it's gonna be so many things.
No,
like,
yeah.
I don't know, but like when you see things that are coming out and you just got to give it a chance, just to be like, all right, how is that first chapter going to look? If this first chapter hits, then it's like, oh yeah, I already see where this is going. But if that first chapter is like, I don't know about that. It's not too unique. It's throwing some things together, hoping something sticks. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like you said, you got to put up or they getting cut out of here. And like, I'm willing to give some things a chance, especially with how like we're getting stuff just like ending nowadays. Like what Guardian of the Witch is ending.
But we're getting stuff at such a rapid pace, dog. It like things just come at us so constantly and just forever. So, it really is one of those things. Like, bro, if you don't have the power to keep someone's attention for a long period of time, especially with all this shit coming out, like you're gonna sink. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you better go monthly.
There are some good stuff. Like there are some good things that get lost in the shuffle. Which sucks. That's the downside of all this stuff coming out. It's like there are some things that are solid. They may not be great, they may not be the best, but they're really good and they're still enjoyable to read. But they're getting lost in the shuffle. Now there are some things that are bad that continue to stay in the shuffle. I'm not gonna name no names.
They're monthly. They're monthly. That's the difference. They're monthly.
I'm not gonna name no names. But there are things that are getting released that are not good that somehow are still going. But man, I'm excited for it. But man, AD, who it is, my guy. This is the end of the brand new look of the Big Eyes podcast featuring, your boy LJ, and we rolled out the blue carpet for the new co-host.
You already know I'm crip walking down that motherfucker too, so it is what it is.
Bro, listen, my dog AD. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and listening to us. Follow us at The Lookout RNC. Follow RNC Radio Live for all podcast content. Follow Lookout, like I said, for all anime content, man. We're just continuing to push it out. Shout out to my Lookout boys. Shout out to Mount Silver. Shout out to RSP. All my guys. Asia, all you guys. And tap in with the boys. You can follow me at Jamal SLM on Twitter and Straw Hat LJ on IG. AD, take
Follow
it away.
me on Twitter at 1ADZL. That's 1ADizzle. Follow me on Twitch at 1ADZL. We've got the Pokemon DLC coming out, Max Raids. I need to get y'all in there. Like all the Lookout team, we got to have like Max Raid battles. We got to do all of this stuff together. So, you know what I'm saying? Stuff coming in the works. But, just follow me and, read more manga. Watch more anime.
Watch anime, read manga. That's what y'all need to do. Remember, fuck 12. Thank you guys. All right, I need a new sign out now. I can't even say Stay Plus Ultra no more. We something different. We'll get a new sign out for next week. We'll have something ready for y'all. Well, man, thank you guys so much for listening. Peace.